Hi and welcome back to episode 12 of Daily Breakthrough, and I trust you've enjoyed everything that you've been hearing from me so far, and thanks so much for subscribing. If you haven't already, just go ahead and do that. And if you'd like to go, not right now, but at the end of this video, if you'd like to go over to my website, grantmullen.com.au, just click here and it'll take you straight there. There's some free webinars and a whole bunch of really cool stuff that I think you'll really enjoy. So if you're ready, today we're going to talk about planning. And you know the old saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. Well, today we're going to talk about how you can create an easy, simple, desirable plan that you will want to follow, rather than one of those plans that you kind of make to please the bank or the accountant or whatever. You know, the ones where you go through and you do the plan and you make up a whole bunch of stuff and you make up a whole bunch of numbers. Then you just get into the business and you work like crazy and hope that some of it turns up. We're going to do the opposite of that. We're going to flip that on its head, so that what you write down turns up. How do I know this works? Well, this is a tool that I put in place for all of my clients who are in my membership program, and they all have it and they all love it, and working for all of them. So I'll show you a few pictures along the way of what some of those plans look like, and we'll talk about how to build it today. But the first thing your plan starts with, just like planning a holiday, it starts with what you want. Okay, so if you don't know what you want, how will you know how to go about getting it? So way back, I was asked this question by a really great friend of mine and a really great coach. His name's Mullen, and I was in a position in my business at that stage where I would say I probably didn't have a business. I had a desire, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't quite know how to get there. And Colin, great friend of mine, he turns up on the phone with me one day and he says, "Grant, what do you want?" And I didn't know how to answer the question. I just cried a whole bunch. I remember sitting in my car and I was parked outside this little place in Hobart, and I was just crying because I didn't know how to answer the question. And he stayed with me. He said, "Grant, what do you want? Really tell me, what do you want?" So I said, "Well, here's what I want." And I answered him. And for me, it was about time with my kids and time with my wife and some family and so on. He said, "Great. How will you get that? What do you have that people will want themselves for them to be able to come to you and to spend some money with you?" And we went through all of that. So the first thing that you need to know in your plan is, what do you want? There is nobody, not anybody, that wants more work. Am I right? If I'm right, just say so in the comments below, or give me a thumbs up. Nobody wants more work. Everybody wants to do some more things with their life. People want holidays. People want time with family, time with friends, things that are important to them, and I'm sure you're the same. So if I was to ask you for your plan right now, would you have holidays, time with family and time with friends in your plan? I doubt it. What normally happens is that you take what's left over at the end for yourself. But think about this. I've planned already a holiday, and it's in about 65 days. So in 65 days, if you're subscribing, you will see the Daily Breakthrough videos coming to you, fingers crossed, from a cruise ship, if we can get the Wi-Fi sorted out. Otherwise, you're gonna have like 10 days of no videos. So we have a cruise coming up. It's really, really cool. Absolutely looking forward to it. And we have planned the absolute billy-o out of this cruise. We know, obviously, we've got to fly to Sydney to catch the Carnival Spirit, and we know where we're going, we know our itinerary, we know where we're stopping. All of those sorts of things are all planned. Do you know, you probably plan your holidays a lot better than you plan your life. You probably plan your trips away better than you plan your business. Because when you have a trip away, it's so pleasurable, isn't it? You know what you want, you know where you want to go, you know what you want to see, you know what experiences you want to have, you probably even know what photos you want to take and so on. But chances are you haven't planned your business that way. You're sort of planning your escapes in the downtime. So you're like, "Oh, I'm really happy that it's quiet at this time of year so I can escape with my family and get away. Oh, it's going to be quiet in a few months, or it's quiet now. Let's jump online and see if we can get some cheap Jetstar flights somewhere." And then you go on Facebook and complain about how bad Jetstar was and how they ruined your holiday. But the problem was you just didn't plan. So here's how you do it. First of all, you're going to set an intention of what you want. By the way, with my clients, we have a template that looks like this one here. And with me, we set our annual goals together. So what do you want in 12 months? What does your life have to look like? Not negotiable. Really get into the dream state with this. And dreams are, you know, decisions and reality and events and aspirations and all of those sort of things, and money and systems. So it's dreams in a little analogy that I believe it or not, just made up on the spot right now. So if you like that one, take it. I'm going to have to listen to this video again so I can write it down, because I really can't remember what I said there. I'm just going to assume it was inspired and really cool. So your dreams. How do you put your dreams in place? Well, we teach a few different ways with goals. We teach dumb goals, which I got from Brendan Burchard, which is dream-driven, uplifting, method-friendly, and behavior-triggered sort of goals. And in the planning over a 12-month period, the first thing I'm going to get you to do is put in your holidays, and put in your, if you're married or if you're not married, doesn't matter. If you're married or got someone special in your life, put in your date nights. That's what my wife and I do. We put in our date nights. Then what are you going to put in? What about time with kids and all those sorts of things? Put in the important parts of your life and work around those. Otherwise, all you're doing is you've bought yourself a really poorly paid, hard-working, high-stress job. And you might as well just go stack shelves at Woolworths and get paid holidays and all that sort of stuff. So put in your holidays, put in your time with family, put in your time with friends first. A client of mine just recently did this. He's been working really hard for 5 years, never had an overseas trip. We did this with him and he's off. He's away on holidays. In fact, a bunch of my clients enjoy more regular holidays than ever before because of these sort of plans. Then what do? Well, you say, okay, let's break the year down into 4 steps. Let's break it down into quarters. So first it's 12 months, then we break it down into 4 lots of 3 months. Why? It's easier. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite or 1 chunk at a time. So these 90-day chunks become like a sprint. And a friend of mine who's a great coach taught me this, Taki, and he said, you know, do it in sprints. Then what do? We get that 90-day block and you break it down into 30-day blocks. Here's a template that I give to my clients for this. We have a monthly template and we have a weekly template. Yes, monthly and weekly and daily. So your month is then made up of 4 weeks. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, sometimes 5. So what are you doing each part of that week? Now, why is it important to plan this carefully? Because you've set this big goal and this big chunk and this big agenda. And you can lose sight of it really quickly if you're not planning effectively. Now, I put a Facebook post up this morning. Some of you may have seen it. Who works to a plan? And lots of different answers. Some people said that they couldn't handle more paperwork. Some people said that they had sort of done one and so on. But if you would like to do your plan, then all you've got to do is let me know and I'll help you do one. Let's look at what you want in 12 months. That's the first thing. Then let's break your year down into 4. Let's see what you can achieve each quarter. Let's see where your holidays are in that as well. With each quarter, it's made up of 3 months. Let's see what you need to do and implement and the action steps you need to take each one of those 3 months. And in those 3 months, there's 4 weeks. Let's look at each one of those weeks and see what you need to or can do and what your capacity is within those 4 weeks. And within each of those 4 weeks is 5 to 6 days that you can be effective, assuming you want to rest one of those days. And I know I certainly do, and I rest maybe 2 or 3 of those days now. So this is something that you'd like help with. I'd love to hear from you. Why don't you go to my website, fill out the contact form, tell me you'd like to plan, and I'll be in touch with you. Just leave your phone number, I'll call you. If you're in Australia or New Zealand or actually, you know what? No matter where you are, just put your full number in, including the area code and any details you want, and I will contact you personally and directly, and I will help you plan one-on-one. Sound good? Well, if this is something that you would like and maybe you'd like to share, and maybe you got something from this video today, why don't you hit me up? If you'd like some access to these tools, I can certainly show you how you can get access to those as well. Remember to like this video, share this video. There's my little like and share. Do you like him? It's pretty cool, huh? And subscribe. I would like to see you again tomorrow. Now in tomorrow's video, we will be sharing some deep insights on how you can grow your business. I spoke to a client yesterday and her numbers said that she has triple and a half her business in under 12 months. If you'd like those sort of results, tune in tomorrow and I'll show you how you can get them. All the very best. Hope you enjoyed today's video and I'll see you tomorrow for Daily Breakthrough.